I'm doing a 5 day water fast. Why? Why would I do this? I hear you say. Well, for a number of reasons. I'm going to go into those in more detail and share with you the whole realm of knowledge and understanding and practice that I've done with this to get to where I am today. I do want to share this with you because I was challenged by a brilliant coach, Bianca Iono, to put myself out there more and share more of me and what I do and how I do things and why I'm so passionate about helping other health and fitness business owners to create a lifestyle they want. So part of my decision making around this fast, I've done 24-hour fasts. I typically eat intermittently. So I do 16 hours of not eating, 8 hours of eating. But I wanted to do a longer fast. I have done a 3 day fast before, which was tough. And this is day two of my 5 day fast. Now, why am I doing this? Look, there's a number of reasons. I'll do the sort of medical ones, if you like, the physical ones. First of all, I do unfortunately suffer from high blood pressure. It's been part of me for as long as I can remember, especially when I go to the doctors. I can measure it here. I've got a blood pressure machine, be 125 over 82. 2 hours later, I go to the doctors. It's 150 over 120. It's white coat syndrome. Maybe you've experienced it as well. I don't know why that happens. I don't feel stressed. I've gone down earlier, laid on the couch for 45 minutes, almost had a nap, and then had the cuff. It doesn't matter. Just straight up. I leave there, immediately put it on, goes down. So look, it is what it is. White coat it is, but I know it's there. So that's part of it. The other one too is I'm 54. I'm not 25, which is how I feel, except when I look in the mirror. And so I need to make sure that I'm being preventative after over 10 years of running my own fitness facility and dealing and helping hundreds, if not thousands of clients to get great results. I have the experience of seeing the challenges of 60, 70, and 80-year-old people and what they face at that stage if they haven't done the preventative work. I do have a history of heart disease, and my mother did pass away quite young through a whole litany of health challenges. So I'm aware that I also started parenthood late. So I need to look after myself, and I want to. I want to feel good. I want to be vibrant. I want to be happy. I want to do fun things. I want to do some silly things because I'm still a kid at heart. So that's part of the reasons why I really want to improve my cardiovascular health. So flushing out any of the plaque from my arteries, not that I've been diagnosed with any, but it's preventative. I really want to flush out my liver. I believe that there could be a little bit of fatty liver sneaking in there due to some unwise sort of food choices over here, especially with the oils. Some of the local dishes are really packed full of poor quality oils, but they're absolutely delicious. So there's that. And there's also the anti-aging benefits I've talked about. And the big one for me is insulin resistance. Now, you may have heard of this. I'm sure the health professionals who are listening to this have heard of it as well. I can promise you I've had that challenge for a long time. Brought up in the 80s as a teenager, and bread was good. Wheat Bix was healthy because it didn't have sugar in it. Milk was good. Then that's all I ate, 10, 12 Wheat Bix for breakfast, six rounds of sandwiches for lunch, and then I'd be starving again in the afternoon and snacking all the way through because that was a healthy array, right? Regular snacks. So I'm really trying to shift that from resistance to sensitivity so that I don't store as much body fat. I'm not hugely overweight. I'm about 83.9 kilos. I'm just under 6 feet tall. So I'm not hugely obese. But I know that my system does tend to take and store fat very quickly. I can easily put on 3 or 4 kilos. I can easily lose 3 or 4 kilos. So those are the underlying medical reasons. And I guess physical reasons. The mental reasons are about acuity. I know when I fast, this is day two on what's 11 o'clock. So I'm 40 hours into the fast. 38 hours into the fast. I feel super alert. I've got huge focus. I've just done a bunch of calls with clients and I wanted to share this with you. And I'm absolutely laser focused right now with a bunch of energy. Will that change? Yes, it will. I'll keep recording every day so you can see my ups and my downs. And apologies, I forgot yesterday to do day one. I felt crappy yesterday. Yesterday evening I was grumple, stilt skin, and had to remove myself from the family for risk of saying something that wasn't appropriate. But the mental acuity is amazing. It really helps to improve my sleep. It helps to improve my clarity, as I said, my focus, and actually answers a lot of those questions that you've always got bubbling around your head. That just gives me a really clear vision for things. So I haven't done a 5 day before, but the 3 days have been hugely beneficial. So I'm looking forward to getting past the hunger stages and into that real autophagy and cell repair, which is really what I'm doing this for. So, look, if you've been interested in doing any type of intermittent fasting or water fasting, really encourage you to have a look at it. My favorites are Dr. Sten Ekberg, brilliant guy, love his work. Dr. Berg is another one, Ekberg and Berg, another one. He's fantastic. My favorite is Dr. Pradeep Jamanastana. Who's originally parents are from India. He's brilliant as well. So I'll share links for those down below. But that's what I'm doing today. So this is me putting myself out there, drawing the curtain back and letting you know a little bit about my life outside of coaching health and fitness businesses and Pilates facilities and living the most of the time dream here in Bali. I'll give you some updates tomorrow. Cheers.